Good morning, everybody. It's Brian from Hashware Hub. It's about 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, April 2nd, 2018, and we're coming to you with a brand new trading video. This is on Bitcoin, as many before have it been. But first, if you're new to us, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because we got lots of crypto TA here. Also, what we've been asking everybody to do is to like the video, and it's been working really well. So if we can keep that up, that would be awesome. So go down, hit that thumbs up button. Doesn't cost you anything, and you'll feel good. You'll feel good about yourself. Let's put it that way. Anyway, so let's get right into it. Last night we had our BBB trade, and like I said, my previous videos, this trade is not for you. It is for me, not for you, for me. It's a high risk, I would say, dumb trade, likely to fail. However, sometimes it's just fun to do some of these shooting from the hip type of trades, and not having to be so super technical and analytical about everything, and feeling the market and going forward with it. So, when did we do it? I actually released it on Facebook. Yes, I know, and people are surprised if people still use Facebook, but unfortunately, it's one of the larger venues that's out there as far as social media is concerned, and so we use it. So we did it right here last night. It was actually on a 4-hour basis, and it was the end of this candle right here that we have this up blue arrow. Okay, the last video we made, which was yesterday morning, I think it was right. We were right here on this candle right here. This blue arrow that's pointing to the right. It was literally right on this candle right here before it dropped off. Excuse me. So, the way in which we did this trade, this BBB trade, big balls trade, big balls buy, is not how I've gone ahead and I've shown you guys how we go about trading. This is based on algorithms that I've honed over the past, let's say, about 15 years, maybe a little bit longer than that. And yeah, that's basically what this is. What this is all about. So it basically looks at cycles, and on a 4-hour basis, the cycle was starting to turn up. So basically, this is where the trade was taken. It's as simple as that, but it could be done a lot smarter. Okay, obviously, 100%, it could be done a ton smarter. Yes, I obviously knew this at the time, but that was not the how do I put it, the reason why I did the trade. Okay. It's the big balls buy is if that doesn't explain the trade, I'm not really sure what would. But basically, how would you be smarter about it? I mean, so clearly, we run up, right? We run up here, and we had drawn this trend line, right here, and you could even say, okay, fine, maybe that wasn't the trend line, maybe this is the trend line, right? Right, but even still, doesn't make much of a difference because of the fact that this candle right here, which we bought at this top right here, at the end of it, would most likely make some sort of retracement down, right? If not here, right? So that's one way you can go ahead and make it much smarter as far as an entry point is concerned. That's the first thing. The second thing is that anytime you have 3 points, well, you can draw a channel. So you have a point here, you have a point here, and you have a point here. And you could draw this channel. And you could say, well, okay, let me wait for it to come back down to this channel. And you can go ahead and purchase sometime down over here, right? So it doesn't need to be done the way like this. And so these are two very simple ways to go ahead and make the trade much more profitable and much smarter. Okay, but that's not what the trade was all about. Next way could be basically on this RSI line right here. Okay, and this RSI line is something that goes back for quite some time, where it hits a lot of these tops, right? Boom, 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 all the way across, right? and this is on a 1 hour basis, okay? And you can see what's happening here. Now, if you even look at it on a 4-hour basis, right, it's even more relevant, okay? It's even more relevant. And so we haven't broken above it yet, right? We haven't broken above it yet. So you would wait for this thing to break above it in order to go ahead and take that trade, all right? Next thing, too, is that we are most likely going to get rejected from this red trend line right here, right? And we did. We did exactly that. The next candle, the candle after that, the next, 2 candles after that, we got rejected by this trend line. And looks like we're coming back down again, right? So these are a lot of things that the algorithm does not take into consideration, and this is part of what I teach you guys or talk about here, guys, is low risk entry points. This is not a low risk entry point. That's why I said from the beginning it's super high risk and has a very high likelihood of losing. And the expectation is the same still right now. My stop loss is about 6,400, the bottom right here, okay? And so, yeah, I mean, you can call this a swinging for the fences type of trade. It's not something that I do on a regular basis, but I think it's, at the very least, I wanted to do it to go ahead and illustrate, what is a kind of a good trade and what is a bad trade. And even though I'm coining this already as a bad trade, there's a ton of super high-end analytical, advanced, quantitative type of analysis that's actually behind it. Very, very. I haven't even touched upon this stuff. I haven't even mentioned it or showed it or anything else like that. Which has a very, very high probability of success for as risky as it is. But it's done with a huge stop loss, as you could see. So, and this stop loss is actually not all that big, to be quite frank. But from a technical standpoint, yes, there's a lot of hurdles this thing needs to overcome. Okay, so one of the things, so let's look at things now a little bit more traditionally as the way I've been presenting it before in the past. So we had this 1 hour resistance line. Remember, we made our video right here, right at this candle right here, where it was making basically like a triple bottom, right? And I said, yeah, normally the more this thing jackhammers away at this, I think I said it on this video, the more likely it's going to bust through. Now, it busted through, right, on pretty high volume, and then somebody came in with a very large buy order, which turned this all around, okay? Now, we had drawn this 1 hour resistance level of 6,832, and the market literally came right up to it, right? It pierced through it, and then came back and tested it for some time, and then it moved back up. Okay, the 4 hour resistance line, we were drawing it at 7,410, but remember that candle was still open, and we were saying we were going to update it to about 7,026. And so 7,026 gets us where? Right here. Right about here. Actually, basically right where we are right now, right? About 16 points higher than where we are right now. So the market basically ran, after it pierced through this 1 hour resistance, it basically came up to the 4 hour resistance of 7,026. All right, and that's where we are right now as far as a 4 hour resistance level is concerned. Okay. Now, if we continue to move up, the 7,026 as far as the resistance level is concerned, it's going to go away. We're going to turn that into support. All right. Okay, so now also the 1 hour resistance now turns into 1 hour support, because we've been going up here for a bit on the 1 hour time frame. That support turns to 6,903. Okay, 6,000. Come on, 6,903. Okay, so we're now sandwiched between this 4-hour resistance and this 1-hour support. Okay, now if we continue, like I said, if we continue to kind of go sideways along this resistance level, the chances are we're going to remove this away. And that's a good thing because we do want the market to go up for a triple B trade, right? And we want the market to go up overall anyway. We also have the 55 EMA. The 55 EMA is now below where we are trading, okay? Now the 55 EMA may prove to be a support level, okay, where the market may try to go ahead and test again. Also, we have this channel right here. So this channel, we may, continue to kind of move within this channel, possibly breaking this this red resistance level, okay, this red trend line, which is the bottom of this, this large, whatever you want to call it, triangle, right? So, I would be surprised if we break through this this red line, the bottom of the triangle. I would be kind of surprised. I would have to see a fair amount of volume coming in. Somebody else that wants to go ahead and start putting some volume in like this. And then, yeah, we may get up above it. All right? And then good chance we'll start moving our stop loss up for our triple B trade. Okay? But, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how we're seeing it right now. Another thing I want to show you guys is on the on-balance volume. So on-balance volume is within this trend line right here, this this channel. Okay, this is on a 1-hour basis. On a 4-hour basis, it looks like this. Clearly very different, right? So the RSI, in a similar fashion, is also within this trend line. So let's also go ahead and let's go and take a look at the Laguerre. And thank you for the person who said to favorite these things. And now I have it right here. And there we go. I added it twice. No thanks. I don't want to add it twice. It did it anyway. All right. So on a 1-hour basis, where as far as Laguerre is concerned, we're kind of topped out here. So it would want to go ahead and drop back down to get it to an oversold basis. But it doesn't mean that we can't stay here for some time, but it could happen. The likelihood of it happening diminishes as time goes on. 4-hour basis, we are also at a overbought territory, but not super overbought, right? We could get much more as far as the Laguerre RSI is concerned, and then it could also go sideways, and the market could go up and possibly break through this red line here. So, what this triple B trade is not saying, I am not saying that I am calling a market bottom. I'm not saying that is something that you should do. I'm not saying it's a high probability of success or anything else like that. I want to get this straightforward as clearly as possible, okay? And like I said in the beginning, this is a trade for me, not a trade for you. And it's not a trade I would want you to take. It's a very high-risk trade. So I did think somebody mentioned that it sounded as if they did take the trade, and they got out somewhere around here. I think they said like the 6,900 level or something like that. I forgot it was 7,000 level, something like that. Yeah, good for you. So you picked something up. That's that's good. But I do not want you guys to take this trade at all. Hope I made myself clear. So yeah, so that's really about it. Just wanted to kind of have fun with this, and let's see where it takes us. Have a great day, and we'll be speaking to you guys soon. Thanks.